We got a bunch of really funny, only Luffy would say this kind of shit quotes in this chapter, so obviously this one was a 10 out of 10 from me. Hey guys, ForTheAfro reviews, and today I'll be reviewing chapter 914 of One Piece. This was a pretty fun chapter, got a lot of gifters and stuff, we saw some more of them. We haven't seen any of them since Zoe, I'm pretty sure, so it was kind of cool seeing some more of them, some more variations. I really like seeing that kind of structure in like the pirate crews and stuff, so that's good. We got some more info on headliners, Hold'em, and Speed, which are both ways to play poker, continuing the card theme of Kaido's whole organization more than even just his crew, because Dofi, who was aligned to his crew, also had a card kind of theme, with Joker and all the card suits and whatnot, and yeah. We start this chapter with Tama getting better. She's like eating the soup or drink the tea or whatever, and it like neutralizes the poison. Doesn't completely get rid of it, but it makes her feel better. She's good now. And her stomach starts growling, and she immediately like runs to drink more water, which Suyu was pissed about. Zoro is getting patched up by O-Kiku, because he got a couple nails in him from the last chapter. Nothing really that major, not like Zoro's in any like real danger or anything. Just like might as well wrap some bandages around that. So he mentions that O-Kiku's really big. He's like, wow, you're a really big lady, which is true. I actually didn't notice because last chapter she was in like a comparison to that giant sumo wrestler, and I would just assumed that the sumo wrestler was small and fat, but no, he was huge and she's huge as well. So Luffy offhandedly mentions that Big Mom was bigger, and that's hilarious. That's one of the quotes I was talking about. That's just classic Luffy. Like, yeah, Luffy, true, but does that really need to be said? No. All right, well, whatever. After this, O-Tama is being fed by O-Tsuru, and she doesn't want to accept it. She's like, I can't even afford the medicine. How can I ever pay you back for this? I can't eat this. I can't accept it. And O-Tsuru goes off. Like, you better eat this freaking food, or else I'm throwing it out. I am not taking this shit. And Tama ends up eating it, and she loves it. I don't think she's ever had what she's eating, and she thinks it's so good. And it's something really basic, I think, like some kind of like mochi porridge or some shit. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it is, but yeah, she's loving it. And Luffy mentions like, why don't you just eat the mochi that you produce? And she says that the mochi doesn't fill her up, but it has effects and whatnot. So that's confirmed. I was kind of wondering that when it was first revealed that she was starving. I'm like, why didn't she just eat the food that she produces, the Dango Mochi shit? So that's good to have cleared up. After all this shit that Tama's been through, she still says this is her best birthday ever. Let's review real quick. She's been kidnapped. Let's see. She's been poisoned by herself, but like she gave away her only food, her rice, to Luffy. So she gave away her food too. Got poisoned, and then we ran into more pirates. Like it's not been a good day, and she's like, this is the best day ever, and like, oh, it's just so sad that her life is at that point. So let's hope that shit gets better going forward for her. So Zoro and Luffy start talking to O-Tsuru, and she tells them about the town that they're in, the leftover town, where like they basically live off the scraps and selling and trading with those scraps from the town that's on the hill or the mountain in the background, and that's where Odin Castle used to be. Emphasis on used to be, so the castle's destroyed now or something, because that they speak in the past tense. And it's also confirmed that Odin and the Kozuki family were the rulers of Wano. They like, I knew they were like high up there, like daimos or something, but I didn't know they ruled like all of Wano. That they were like a prefecture or something. So that's cool to have confirmation of. We know that the Kozuki clan was a really, really big deal, like even more than they already were. So that's cool. The leftover town is really sad, considering that everyone's just living off these scraps and stuff when there's enough food. Like, there's plenty of food on those plantations and stuff. It's just that Kaido and Orochi and stuff are just so corrupt, they don't want to give any food to anyone else. So what are you gonna do? And it's after this explanation, when O-Tsuru is bad mouthing Orochi and the whole system and whatnot, that an arrow just gets shot right at her, and Zoro, like a freaking badass, I miss Zoro. He uses his sword here, and he just like blocks the arrow like effortlessly, like right in front of O-Tsuru's face, and then we get revealed Batman, freaking Batman. Good of him to come all the way from DC Comics to come here into One Piece. Good old Batman. He kind of let himself go, but whatever. Good old Batman. There better be a Batman versus Robin fight in this arc. Like it's right there. He has to know what he's doing. Like, come on. Like, even though like he looks kind of like honestly kind of like fodder, but I'm hoping like Robin just like grabs his wings together, makes him fall, and like does something cool. Just like, yeah, Robin wins. Then comes Gazelle Man, which he has gazelle legs and fishnet stockings, which is hilarious. I love seeing all these gifters with their partially transformed bodies. You know, they're so varied from like regular Zoans who are just like an even like half and half, and then you know the full one form, the full other form. These guys are like they're all mixed and matched and whatnot, and I think it's a good chance for Oda to flex his creative muscles. You know. Zoro's making short work of Batman. He's blocking all of his arrows, and that's when the Gazelle Man comes and steals Tama. The lion, I forget the lion thing's name, but the lion dog, he runs after Tama, and then Luffy and Zoro follow O-Kiku, who is chasing the dog, and they all get on the dog, and they're about to go. This is when O-Kiku reveals that she is actually a samurai, which is cool. And again, I probably mentioned this earlier, but she's referring to herself with a male pronoun in some kind of Japanese language thing. Not sure exactly how that is, but she's referring to herself as a dude, apparently, and that could be relevant. She could be disguised or something, or she could just like be like, hey, like you know, like back in Queen, the story how she was like, I'll never like, because I'm not a man, I'll never be as strong as you, Zoro, or something. Maybe she has like a complex because of something similar to that. So she's thinking, like I need to refer to myself as a man, I need to be more masculine or something. But I don't know. If that is the case, I hope she gets over it by the end of the arc. That'd be a cool little mini character arc for her. But they're all heading out, and they're going to fight Hold'em, I think is the one or no, Hold'em and Speed are both in the town, I'm pretty sure. But they're heading out to fight the headliners. Basil Hawkins is also in the area. She has all this like information and stuff, and the way she's going about it, it makes it seem like she's not from here. She's only been at that tea house for a month, so she could be also a foreigner who's just like blending in a lot better than Luffy and Zoro, because they're kind of ridiculous. So at the end of the chapter, they arrive at the gates of Bakura Town, you know, for the government officials of Wano and like royalty and you know important people, and they're about to mess some stuff up. I already know. And then Law is told by his crew that this is going down, and he looks so worried. He's like, what? They're gonna mess up everything. So we get a quick little glimpse of Law at the end of the chapter, which is good because he's the only person from the Wano group that we haven't seen yet. Well, I guess we haven't seen the rest of the Heart Pirates, but whatever. We've seen the three other than Law that matter. Oh, no, we haven't seen Jean Bart. Whatever. You get what I'm saying. We've seen every one of the major players, like the Straw Hats and the Law now. So we got everyone covered. Everyone's accounted for. I don't know exactly where Law is, but he's probably close enough to Bakura Town where he can do something because he says we have to stop them. I'm really looking forward to the next chapter. Luffy and Zoro look so happy to go fuck shit up in this town that I know it's gonna be awesome. I hope Hold'em, he kind of looked like, we saw a silhouette, he kind of looks like a lion or like some kind of big ferocious cat beast, so I hope he's really savage. We like remember when we got back on Lucy and how he was crazy, like ferocious and strong he was and everything. Like I don't know, something about carnivorous zones like that just seems so awesome to me, and I'm really excited to see more of those in Kaido's crew. Like hopefully Hold'em. So if that fight goes down next chapter, that'd be awesome. If we switch over to the perspective of some other Straw Hats, I honestly don't even think I'd be disappointed. I really want to know what's going on with all of them and what they're doing, so I can't really lose here. Wano's been great so far. That's pretty much it for my review. I know I've been gone for a couple weeks and whatnot, so sorry about that. Computer was broken, I wasn't able to record anything, but fixed now because I'm about to start school tomorrow. Also moved, if you didn't notice, I'm in a new place. So yeah, I'll be trying to get reviews out on time or closer to on time weekly now, and yeah, if you like the video, please continue to support me. It would be very appreciated. Until next time, guys, see ya.